my friends. Welcome to the Vitruvian Live. Today is Thursday, March 7th already. I don't have really anything specific to talk about today, so I'm going to just talk about some stuff. So first of all, yesterday I posted my top 10 board games of all time. So if you haven't seen that one, go check it out. If you entered the contest, go check it out for sure. Then you already might figure out how many entries you have. The drawing of the winner will be done soon. I think I'm going to try to set a time somewhere this weekend, but I don't know where because I want to live stream it. I might do some testing of live streaming one of these days to see if everything works. So if you see that happening, you can just ignore it or quickly say hi in the chat, but it will never be very long. So that's what's going to happen soon. So very excited. Those who entered have many chances of winning because I didn't get that many entries, honestly. And I think the people who entered have an average of maybe 7% of winning the game, which is not too shabby, right? So you who entered, be sure to check it out. So what else? Well, I came home a couple of minutes ago and I saw that the house of our neighbors across the street is for sale. So apparently in the somehow near future, hi Mr. Robinson, we will have new neighbors and that's always the waiting game, right? To see what kind of people will be living there. It might be great because those people that are going away, we know them a little bit because the man of the house is he is the teacher at the gymnastics school where the daughter of friends of ours go for. She does gymnastics, and so we know them a little bit. We don't have that much contact with our neighbors. We mostly have contact with the neighbors next door. They're very friendly, and we see them sometimes at the front door or in the garden because we can see each other's garden. On the other side, it's another story. It's a guy. He is friendly when we see him, but he's away quite a lot for work. I think he also works in the harbor here in Antwerp. But when he's gone, his dog is always barking all the time, continuously, for hours and hours, and it's always the same bark, and sometimes it drives us crazy. But I think it would be worse if the neighbor himself was the barking one, right? Yeah. So that's happening. So curious to see when it will be sold and especially who will be our new neighbors. That's always exciting, a little bit scary because you never know. You have cool people, nice people, silent people, loud people, and utterly bananas crazy people. I always wonder what our neighbors here think about us. Actually, I think they think that we are quite a social people. They don't see us often. Now, this is I know some friends of ours. They have a street party every year, so they have this group of people that organizes something every year in their street, and it gets partially financed by the town, so you get money for it. So that's pretty cool. So it's not that hard, but you need to find people who want to do it. The street where I'm living in, I haven't seen that happening yet in the last 4 or 5 years, so I don't think it exists here, and that's also probably a reason why we don't know each other very well. And suddenly I'm talking about the team now, so I have something to talk about, so that's pretty cool. So And do I mind it? No, not really, because I'm an introvert, and I'm happy just to live here and to be left alone, to say a friendly hello when you meet each other on the street, and just say hi. And it doesn't have to be more than that for me, honestly. That's the way I am. And I know Elisa has more chats with the neighbor than I do, with the neighbors than I do. She knows another neighbor across the street from as a customer at the store where she works, and they're always waving at each other when they see each other and just having a small talk. But I'm not that kind of guy. I prefer my small talks here on the channel and in the chat and with the people that I call friends, and at conventions where I meet a lot of new people. That's where I love to talk with people. So if you ever see me at a convention, say hi. Please do, please do. Okay, so that's it. New neighbors and old neighbors and the neighbory stuff. Yeah, so one barking dog neighbor and two friendly neighbors, one moving neighbor apparently. So that was a new thing. We cannot complain about the neighbors. At the back, so we have the garden, and behind that we have the gardens of the houses of the street next to ours. And we have one, so the one that we are really adjacent to, I think it's a woman that works a lot at night, and so sleeps during the day. We don't see her often, so especially now that we have we had a while that her garden house was gone because she was going to put a new one there, and then we saw her more, but now it's closed again, so now we don't see each other anymore. Her neighbors, they tend to have, especially in the summer, some parties outside, but not too bad. At the beginning, when they aren't living there for a long time yet, and at the beginning they had to shout. They shouted to their dog quite a bit, and their dog managed also to escape their garden, and he came in our garden quite sometimes, but they fixed that problem, so no problem there anymore. And we can stand a little bit of noise, right? We are all living creatures. We like to have friends over to visit us, especially in the summer, and make some put on some music and talk a little bit and laugh a little bit. So yeah, so neighbors, let me know what experience do you have with good, bad, ugly neighbors and their pets, their children, and their own quirks. Let me know. I'm curious to see what crazy adventures you have with your neighbors. Anyway, that's it for today, folks. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being the greatest, small but great community that I can think of. And I see you all next time, probably Saturday, I think. Thank you again, and bye-bye.